Hey guys, Kenny B here from Cities and Suburbs. Welcome aboard Halloween, October 31st, 2023. And I just wanted to check in with you guys really quickly. Some really cool background music there for Halloween. And hope you're all doing well. We are getting into the colder months. We're seeing the gas prices come down. Not sure. I listen to a lot of financial shows and things like that. Could be because the selection of crude and prices are going down. I mean, believe it or not, the crude oil that we use during the winter is a much thicker content, and it comes from places like Saudi Arabia and Russia. Okay, but today I saw, without being in some stupid club that's going to save you 5 or 6 cents, and they just grab your information. I try not to do that, you guys. Depending on how much you drive, 5 cents north or south isn't really making a difference, but it is psychologically nice to see the prices going down at the pump, whether you even drive or not, right? It's just an indication of the economics of commerce, not necessarily the whole economy. But sometimes fuel can really dictate what is going on in a big economy. But I've been seeing gas prices are averaging maybe around $3.41 here in New England, throughout the Worcester area. Haven't checked that, but it is dropping. Which is a good thing. The key is to keep the money in your wallet, you guys. So, speaking of Halloween, this year, you guys, how much money have households spend, or people spend, or Americans spend on candy? I don't care what kind of candy it is. You like the Snickers, you like the Mars bars, you like the Three Musketeers, and everybody likes the mini. The mini. When I was a kid, you got a clock bar. It was like bang, you scored. But this year, $12.2 billion will be, spent on the confectionery sugar. And bleached sugar, by the way. It's a nice treat, but it's not a meal, guys. So, and last year it was $10.6 billion. Again, climbing out of that god awful COVID thing, So can you imagine that? Can you, and that $12.2 billion in the United States? All right, that was just only 12 bags that were sold. 12 bags of candy, right? I'm kidding. Did you see the cost of the candy? A bag like small, the size of a small pillow, looked like it was $22, man. I couldn't, in good conscience, go out and spend that kind of money and give it away to these big companies. And secondly, just to give some kid something he really doesn't need, So, am I a joy killer at Halloween? I'm not. I know it's, the parents now regulate, no, you're not going to eat all that. When I was a kid, we can't have pillowcases. We come home, dumped it, and, and the rumors for Halloween were you're going to get a razor blade in the apple, you're going to get this, they make good horror TV shows and at the movies and things like that. Has it happened? Of course, probably, because people are strange and take advantage of an opportunity, correct, to make the most impact. So, but anyway, so happy Halloween. Hope you're safe out there. Halloween is running tonight in Charlton from 5 to 8. City of Worcester 5 to 8. No city council meeting tonight. I don't know if that's because it's Halloween, but I thought it would have made great Halloween theater. But there's no meeting tonight. And Just a quick thing, of course, maybe the Massachusetts Pirates, the Indoor Football League, the IFL, the Iowa Barnstormers, the Green Bay Blizzard, um, you know, are comprised of the Indoor Football League, which the Mass Pirates are part of, rather, but they are no longer part of Worcester. The Mass Pirates announced last week that they would relocate their games to Lowell. Lowell's maybe 75,000 people, right around there. Not that population is everything, but where do you have an indoor football league base that will support your franchise? Now, Worcester was not it, and I know that. We've had several franchises here when it comes to like indoor football, arena football, but then again too, at the top, how organized are those kind of sports? Arena football, indoor football, and I watch all that stuff, and all those games coming from March. They go 50 yards. It's not an NFL game, I get it, but it's fun, and sometimes it's better than the team professionally that you're watching. But and I really liked watching the Mass Pirates on YouTube. And I'm sure they will still stream on YouTube, and I hope the city of Lowell really enjoys the benefits of having that sports franchise with them. I will miss them, but they were not the Worcester Pirates. They were the Massachusetts Pirates, which allows them license the ownership group to go wherever they want. Not sure how they made money. Most of the tickets around here were 20-something bucks, and but whenever I knocked at the door, I always got free tickets for the Massachusetts Pirates. So I don't know, some money from the concessions, from the $7 beer go to the organization. But so anyway, good luck to the Mass Pirates. I will still watch them on YouTube if they choose to still stream on YouTube, which I hope they do coming up this Indoor Football League season, which starts in March. Worcester State University on the 18th of October. A young man on his 19th birthday was shot at 2:30 in the morning after an altercation. They are searching for the suspect, who they believe is an 18-year-old male suspect. But it seems like, that happened last week. And then, of course, we had, to our friends up in Maine, the craziness again with the problems that we have in this country with our infrastructure, the way we help people, the way we, and I'm not talking about building our inner cities or anything with programs, but we have serious problems in this country, okay? And we have a lot of people coming to this country because their problems are bigger than the ones I guess we have here, But I only say this because a lot of people I spoke with today didn't even know about the shooting at Worcester State University because we had Lewiston, Maine, and that should be top media, okay? Not the perp. They showed the perp on the news today. You never show the perp. We have to mourn the people who passed away up there, and needlessly. But also too, all this happening is some conversation I had was, what happened to the war in the Ukraine? And I kind of joked and I said, well, I think Russia and Ukraine shook hands, and they went their separate ways, and everything's fine now. And I was just blowing off steam and whatever because it just disappeared. It disappeared here regionally in New England because of Lewiston, which it should. However, it also, the big elephant in the room right now is the battle in the Middle East with Israel and Palestine again. Okay, that's totally dominated the headlines because that's what the networks choose to show you. I mean, I was joking around a little bit earlier, but the news is reality TV. It's entertainment of the worst kind sometimes, but they can't keep showing the same episode every night, right? So they move, they cover, they move, they cover, and then you have to find, okay, what's going on with the war in the Ukraine, and what's going on in Israel, and what's going on is billions and billions and billions of American dollars are being sent over there to support one side or the other, where we still have a terrible, terrible homeless population in this country, a terrible hunger problem, a terrible jobless problem, a terrible mental health problem. We have old infrastructure, particularly here in the Northeast, okay, that, man, we're fighting for little crumbs from our local government, from our federal government, but we listen on the news and, this administration puts in this package to fund a war in the Ukraine and a war in Israel, and I believe defense is important, but I'm becoming a little bit, I'm questioning how that is benefiting everyday life here in this country, spending all this money on sometimes situations that you can throw as much money as you want at a problem, right? That's what they say. But the problem may always just exist. So I'm not going to get on to either side of that, foreign wars and entanglements. But I do know we do have, and I don't even want to use the word war because America loves to use the word war. Poverty, war on homelessness, war on drugs. They're wars we don't win, and you just can't keep throwing money on a program. It just seems that sometimes this stuff is just acceptable. That's just the way it is, Ken, right? Tune in. Let me know, you guys. Add your comments. Do you think we're throwing too much money over there into foreign affairs and not enough here? Okay? Do you think people are just lazy and they don't want to work and, they choose to become addicted to drugs? I mean, please post your comments, okay? These are the conversations we need to have in this country, okay? Because this country is not what it used to be, but still can be, still has its principles, and we still need to keep building those principles, building people up along the principles that this country was founded on, okay? Okay, guys, take care. KDB, signing out. We'll see you next time. Like, listen, and appreciate your feedback. Thanks.